I hate this curb, and I'm going to show you why. Look at the suspension. Oh. Oh. It's just not cool. Look at that. So this scrapes right here. Not to mention, when you're in the car and you hit the curb, I'm going pretty slow, and it's just a constant like rocking back and forth. Terrible for the suspension, terrible for the struts on your car too. So we're gonna fix it right now. We're gonna install some curb ramps. I just got the box of Bridjit curb ramps. Let's crack these bad boys open. What you'll need, you can have a pair of channel locks or pliers, whatever. Need a hammer and a screwdriver. These didn't take very long to get here either. I think it only took like 3 or 4 days shipping, so I was pretty surprised. Oh, and another thing, made in the USA. They give you these bolts to secure, or these nuts to secure the bolts through each side. They are heavy. They give you these bolts. So this is what we're going to drive through, drive this bolt in with the hammer, and then attach them to the other pieces. So I really like the way these look. Let's check this out. All right, so I haven't attached them yet, but they look super slick. They have a channel down there, let all the water and debris through, most of it anyway. Look at how much they take up there of the height. I mean, that is about as good as it's gonna get without getting in the way. Perfect for this curb style. Absolutely love the way it looks. Looks so clean. And the tapered ends there, as you can see. So, you know, if you're coming in on the street and you hit that end, it's nice and like beveled down right there. So street sweepers and cars. All right, so what we're gonna do is you line them up where you want them, and then we're gonna flip them over and then put all the bolts in and the nuts on, and then just put them back in place. It's pretty simple. They're probably pretty difficult to move once they're all attached. You kind of want to get them in place before you start bolting them in. So we're going to try with the hammer knocking that into this piece. We're going to put our foot on here and just stand on this piece. I think they're lined up pretty good. And I believe it said to leave a little gap here. What I'm actually doing here is just pry behind a little bit and just get some space, and then that provides you with enough room to start spinning that. Probably should have 2 people. Let's see if I can get it over. There we go. They are heavy and bendy, which is kind of cool. They're really nice, soft, like a soft material, but feels super durable. All right, the first test. What is basically the wife's car. Oh yeah, look at that. You just fly off. Look at the difference. I mean, look at the ground clearance we got. It's perfect. Leaves plenty of room, even for this little Tesla Model 3. And go up and down a couple times. Let's see how it does. Now, if you hit it straight on, they say in the manual to hit it straight on. And if you hit it straight on, then it won't budge as much. Hit it fast. Oh man, look at that. That is so smooth. So I went over 4 or 5 times. My other ones would have moved pretty bad. These don't look like they're gonna budge at all, and I hit it going way faster than I normally would. So even when my super smart teenage kids hit this going way too fast, hopefully it'll stay in position. I mean, this is like so, look at that, just went over it. Just so smooth. We're gonna get going and see how it goes pretty fast. Not bad at all. Man, that's exactly what I wanted. I'm gonna try this in some other vehicles now. I'm gonna get in my SUV and my daughter's little Corolla. Let's try a couple more. I'm such a nerd. I get excited even when I'm upgrading my driveway. It doesn't even have to be my car. All right, here's the mini Corolla. Oh, so much better. I can even hit it going at speed. Oh yeah. So here's a little visual of the ground clearance. So that's pretty good. Pretty good. Now, just one more time, I want to show you kind of what the front suspension looks like when you don't have these, and just how much, you know, articulation and how much damage it ends up doing. I actually blew a BMW strut out on this driveway a couple years ago, just pulling it in, and I was going a little too fast, and I heard it pop, and there was oil leaking from my strut. So this could save your struts too. If you look at that right here, oof, you can hear the strut just totally compressed. Like, and these are on this car, and this Corolla, I got like year-old KYB struts. Oh, there we go. We scraped just coming off. Hopefully you heard that. Compared to, even if I have one wheel on here, just one wheel, they work better than it did before. All right, now we're trying the big dog, the Sequoia. Oh yeah, look at how much smoother that was. One wheel on, one wheel off. Even if you only got like a smaller set and you still had a gap right there like I've got, and I'm coming into my third bay, that actually still works just fine, because if you get one tire on it, as you saw with the Corolla, you could just get one tire on this and it's totally fine. So for my driveway, I've got a rather large driveway and it has to be centered, and I really just want it for the cars. I don't really care about the big SUV. You got to buy them. All right, I'm going to take you inside now, and I'm going to show you just real quick the website and what I got. I do have an extra middle section, and I'll show you the price and everything. But these are sweet, man. Absolutely, 100% do it. This is so much better than the DIY version I tried to build on my own. This is awesome. Back in the office, going to show you this website here. So I got these from Bridjit.com. Get it? Bridjit. It's like a bridge. You can bridge it. The curb. It's a pretty cool name. BRIDJIT.com. They have installation instructions on here. You may want to read through those. I'm not sure I followed them perfectly, but I so far like the way it's holding up out there, and they aren't moving a lot. And they have just enough play. They're not too tight. They're not too loose. I've run over them 10 or 15 times, and they haven't moved at all. So the cost, let's look at that. They are, the 3-piece expandable set is what you start out with. So you get this 3-piece expandable set, and it's $419. That includes shipping. They are made in the USA, which is sweet. Love the design, as I said out there in the video. And if you want to add that extra center section, like you saw in my video, it'd be a total of $568. To be honest, I thought this was expensive, but then after looking at my DIY solution, cost me probably almost $100 for those horse ramps that I cut up, and then I spent all this time doing it. This took me almost no time to go out there and just put them together. Everything's included. The bolts are included. The nuts are included. There's something to be said for just saving your time, and I think it's worth the money. I am not sponsored. Just to be clear, I'm not sponsored by Bridjit. I don't have an affiliate link. I'm just going to link down in the description because I think these are the best curb ramps on the market. I did a lot of research, and I've seen these around a lot in my neighborhood. And when you zoom in, they look decent, but I've actually walked up and seen these in person, and people will end up stacking a couple of them together. And I always see them separated, and they're always off kilter and turn, and people are always having to go out and reset them. And that was one of the annoyances I had with my DIY solution, was I just got tired of going out there and kind of replacing them. And the Bridjit ones seem to be a lot more kind of solid, secure, a little bit heavier. And the way they bolt together, it just really prevents them, from coming apart this way. So when you back up, it just kind of moves and goes right back where it was. All right, well, I never thought I could get that excited about curb ramps, but I am. So check this out. If you look, you can see all the tire marks and everything on them from hitting them so many times. They did not budge. I don't even think they moved an inch. And I tried hitting them pretty hard. So we'll see how they hold up. I'll probably do one more video after. My kids always surprise me. It's impressive how they test things to a limit that I can't test them. So I'll let you guys know here maybe in a week or so. I'll try to do a follow-up video and see how they're holding up, and see if they move, and if I don't like anything about them after the newness is worn off. So curb ramps for car nerds, awesome stuff. All right, let's go inside and check these things out. So hope this video helps you out. Thanks for watching. Till next time.